Liverpool fans, big news today. From Mac Allister transfer talks to Arne Slot under pressure and Quansah's future. We break it all down. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family here on Anfield Wire for daily Liverpool updates. Richard Hughes makes Alexis Mac Allister transfer decision as Real Madrid want deal for midfielder. Liverpool have got some contract issues to solve in midfield. After deals are concluded for Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai, it will be time to talk about Alexis Mac Allister. The Argentina World Cup winner was a vital component in the 2024-25 Premier League title win, but has been beneath his best this season. For that reason, it has been suggested that Richard Hughes could be interested in selling the 27-year-old next summer. Real Madrid are known to be interested, with Planeta Real Madrid now reporting that Maca is their no-one midfield target. Mac Allister has moved ahead of Enzo Fernandez and Rodri in Madrid's midfield wishlist. But there is only one problem. The report concludes that Liverpool have made their minds up over Mac Allister, and they do not want him to leave. Alexis Mac Allister. Situation summary. Alexis Mac Allister arrived from Brighton in 2023 on a 5-year contract to 2028, worth around £150,000 per week plus bonuses. And talks over an improved extension have been opened as part of plans to secure Arne Slot's key midfielders. He has become one of the mainstays of Liverpool's midfield, used as both a deep-lying playmaker and advanced number 8, and is part of the core leadership group on and off the pitch. At the same time, there is sustained reporting of genuine Real Madrid interest ahead of 2026, with Spanish and English outlets repeatedly linking him as a preferred target for their next midfield refresh. Publicly, Mac Allister has stressed that he is very happy at Liverpool and not agitating to leave. But internally the club are aware that a very high offer from Madrid could force a decision within the next 12 to 18 months. For now, he is a locked-in starter. Yet the Bernabeu noise means his long-term Anfield future is less secure than his performances alone would suggest. The biggest obstacle is clear. Liverpool doesn't want to sell. The report reads, he's a key player in their system and he's under contract. That would significantly increase the cost of the transfer. In today's market, any move of this magnitude demands a hefty sum. It's clear Mac Allister has got some work to do in order to get back to his consistent best. Injury problems towards the end of last season curtailed his campaign, and he lacked rhythm at the outset of the 2025-26 season after missing preseason. The No 10 has scored a couple of goals in recent matches against Nottingham Forest and West Ham, emphasizing his key player status in the squad. For now, talk has been quiet around a new deal, but on this latest news from Madrid, we can soon expect Richard Hughes to begin talks with the former Boca Juniors player's entourage. Liverpool transfer news as Reds issue stance on Jarell Quansah and summer plans emerge. Liverpool transfer news as rumors continue to swirl around the potential return of Jarell Quansah, while Arne Slot insists the Reds' plans remain the same despite changes. Liverpool remains on course for a Champions League spot this season. But experts warn that significant activity in the summer transfer market will be essential to prevent the inconsistencies that have plagued its current campaign from spilling into next season. The Reds suffered defeat to Wolves, which left them 5th in the Premier League table before Chelsea faced Aston Villa. While the Reds face challenges following a record-breaking summer spend, Arne Slot told reporters that the club's strategy of signing younger players, many without Premier League experience, remains unchanged. Here is the Liverpool.com verdict on the transfer gossip to emerge around the Reds today. All 3 players fit the Reds' strategy, with 2 of them already having Premier League experience, which Liverpool desperately needs. Jarell Quansah. Liverpool FC is reportedly weighing up a move to re-sign former defender Jarell Quansah this summer. The Reds sold Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen last year in a deal worth £35 million, $47 million, though the agreement included a buyback clause set at around £51 million, $68 million, following his switch to Germany. That clause is not understood to become active until 2027. Meaning Liverpool would have to negotiate directly with Leverkusen if they want to secure his return at the end of the season. According to Team Talk, the club are exploring that possibility amid continued uncertainty over the future of defender Ibrahima Konate. Konate is set to see his contract with Liverpool FC expire at the end of the season and has yet to agree to an extension, fueling growing speculation that he could leave Anfield on a free transfer. Michael Ollis and Yen Diomand. Liverpool FC are reportedly targeting a double swoop in Germany this summer, with Michael Ollis of Bayern Munich and Yen Diomand of RB Leipzig both on their radar, according to Sky Germany, though landing either would prove challenging. The Reds have developed a strong Bundesliga pipeline in recent years, signing players such as Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike, Ryan Gravenberch, Jeremy Frimpong, Dominic Soboslai, Wataru Endo and Ibrahima Konate from Germany's top flight. Ollis, previously a standout at Crystal Palace FC, has elevated his game further since moving to Bavaria and remains under contract until 2029 without a release clause. Diomand, meanwhile, has spent just one season in Leipzig but is already viewed as a player likely to attract significant transfer interest. Arne Slot will 100% be fired if Liverpool misses out on key objective. Liverpool boss Arne Slot has been warned he will be fired if the Reds fail to qualify for the Champions League, with pundits claiming the manager is under severe pressure after a dismal run of form. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has been warned he will 100% be fired if he fails to secure Champions League soccer for the club next season. The Reds suffered their 9th Premier League defeat on Tuesday as bottom-placed Wolves netted in injury time to claim a memorable victory. It leaves the Merseysiders in 5th place, but Chelsea could leapfrog them with a victory on Wednesday. Liverpool started the campaign with 5 consecutive wins and appeared to be a strong contender to defend its Premier League title. However, the Reds have experienced a dramatic decline since then, with their season plagued by inconsistency, despite a summer outlay of around $600 million that twice broke the British transfer record. Slot was operating under considerable expectations, but the defending champions will not only surrender their crown, but they could also miss out on Europe's premier competition and the financial rewards that accompany it. Jamie Carragher has previously stated the Dutchman can't have a leg to stand on if he misses out on the top 5, and now Jamie O'Hara is convinced he will be dismissed if he finishes 6th or below. The former Tottenham midfielder maintains that last season's triumph counts for nothing. As he said on Sky Sports, he's in big trouble, Arne Slot. He needs to get some results, he needs to get Champions League football. If he doesn't get Champions League, he'll be sacked, fired, 100%. You can't keep Arne Slot just because he won the Premier League last season. You have to have Champions League football, they spent a lot of money, got top players. We're talking about 5 teams being in the Champions League, and if Liverpool aren't one of them, Arne Slot can't be the manager. Liverpool has secured only 4 victories from the 11 league fixtures it's contested since the new year began, and O'Hara sees limited potential for this squad to improve, believing this represents its current standard. I don't see how he's going to turn it around. That's my concern, he claimed. I don't see a team that's all of a sudden going to start playing really good football again. Can they be the team they were last season, where they were hard to beat? I wouldn't say they were breathtaking to watch, but they were a good side in a poor league. But I don't see an Arne Slot team getting better than what they are right now. Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher agree on Liverpool star who should be axed for Rio Ngumaha. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard has urged Arne Slot to start Rio Ngumaha over Cody Gakpo following the Reds' defeat to Wolves. Echoing Jamie Carragher's earlier assessment, Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard has urged Arne Slot to drop Cody Gakpo in favor of Rio Ngumaha. The young winger delivered an eye-catching display after coming on for Gakpo against Wolves on Tuesday, despite the Reds falling to a 2-1 defeat. Mohamed Salah looked to have salvaged a point for Arne Slot's side at Molineux following Rodrigo Gomez's opener, only for Andre's late strike to seal an unlikely win for the home side. It marked a major blow for Liverpool in their pursuit of Champions League qualification. Nevertheless, the side have an instant opportunity for redemption as they prepare to take on Wolves in the FA Cup 5th round on Friday evening, merely 3 days following their last trip to Molineux. Gerrard has called on Slot to replace Gakpo with Ngumaha after another impressive cameo from the bench. Responding to Virgil van Dijk's critique of the side following the loss to Wolves, Gerrard commented on TNT Sports, "He's right because for 65 minutes, Liverpool were desperate tonight, really poor. They didn't create enough, didn't play at the right speed or the right tempo, they didn't have the right quality. Slot has to start Ngumaha now, he has to start him because he's coming on and doing more in a short cameo and in a short space of time than Gakpo is doing in 65 to 70 minutes. He deserves the start now. He's got the start the kid on Friday night." The young player came on for Gakpo in the 65th minute, offering a more potent threat down the flank. Earlier this season, Ngumaha made history as the Reds' youngest ever goalscorer with a late decider against Newcastle United back in August. Gerrard's suggestion that he should start ahead of Gakpo echoes Carragher's earlier evaluation of Liverpool's wingers. Following the recent triumph over Nottingham Forest, Carragher felt the team's wide players had contributed little until the youngster was brought on from the bench. Ngumaha did more in 15 minutes than Sulla and Gakpo did before that, Carragher shared with Sky Sports. He changed the game and needs to be starting games. Whether the two Liverpool legends will see their wish granted on Friday is yet to be determined. Reds manager Slot has previously discussed the careful juggling act he's trying to achieve regarding Ngumaha's playing time. Let's be clear, he is a special player that will have more playing time and already has more playing time recently, Slot stated last month. If everyone thinks he is so good, then he should be in something to talk about again. If he is already good enough to play for us, then he should definitely be, in your opinion. I'm mindful over lack of under-21s football, 100%. That is what makes it so difficult at the age of these two players, Ngumaha and Trey Nyoni, and where they are at in their development. They are good enough to come in or to play for us to be on the bench with our squad not being big enough. So we always need them on the bench, and that also means that if you look at his playing time and Trey's playing time, overall that has not been enough to develop a player ideally in a better way. But that is the downside of having injuries. The downside of they are a bit too good for the U21s. Ngumaha has been named in the starting 11 for 3 of his 17 first-team outings this season. One of those starts came against Barnsley in the FA Cup third round, and he will be hoping for inclusion in Slot's lineup for Friday's cup encounter against Wolves. Liverpool's predicted Premier League points tally in battle for Champions League place. Liverpool were beaten 2-1 by Wolves on Tuesday night, and Opta predictions now tip the Reds to finish 5th on 62 points as Champions League qualification race heats up. Liverpool were left reeling by a stoppage-time defeat to Wolves on Tuesday night. The 2-1 reverse was a squandered opportunity to, at least temporarily, climb back into the top 4. Wolves' Rodrigo Gomez broke the deadlock in the 78th minute before Mohamed Salah leveled 5 minutes later. But midfielder Andre delivered a decisive strike in stoppage time, and Chelsea now have the opportunity to narrow the gap and pull level on 48 points. Liam Rosinier's team face Aston Villa tonight, Wednesday, at Villa Park as they seek to recover after their 2-1 defeat to Arsenal last weekend. Following the setback at Molineux, Opta analysts have issued a fresh prediction for how they anticipate the final table to appear on May 24th. The Reds have been tipped to finish 5th in the Premier League on 62 points, 62.97, with Manchester United predicted to conclude the campaign 3 points ahead in 4th on 65.85. Despite Michael Carrick's outfit climbing above Aston Villa after their 2-1 comeback victory against Crystal Palace, they are still projected to finish 4th. A 5th-place finish could still guarantee Liverpool a Champions League berth next season. England currently sit atop UEFA's coefficient table on 113.130 points, with all 9 clubs still active in European competition. In the Champions League, Arne Slot's side have been given a 36.6% chance of winning the tournament. At the top of the table, the title race is poised to be a nail-biter, with a mere 5 points currently separating Arsenal and Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's team have a match in hand over Arsenal, with their fixture against Crystal Palace needing to be rearranged due to their Carabao Cup final clash with the Gunners later this month. Nevertheless, Arsenal are tipped to clinch the Premier League title and finish 5 points ahead of City on 82 points, 82.71. Their odds of being crowned champions stand at 83.65%, while City's are at 16.29%. Consequently, they are projected to finish second with 77 points, 77.21. As anticipated, Arsenal are also deemed to have a 100% chance of securing a spot in the Champions League next season, with a 19-point buffer to 6th place. At the opposite end of the table, West Ham, Burnley and Wolves are predicted to face relegation.